Hi, this is the Girl Healers Weekly Read. This is from the 18th to the 24th of November 2024. It's a collective read, so it resonates with everybody in their own way. If you do want a more in-depth reading that's more personal to you, then do contact me. We can book something either via my website or you can send me a DM and I can do a personalised intuitive reading for you specifically for your needs. Okay, so let's see what's coming out here for this week as a collective. So the first card that's coming out is all about lightening your load, and I want to say there's about 26 individuals here where things have just become a little bit overwhelming, and it's like there's many things you've been having to sort out. There's been kind of birthday celebrations and you're trying to focus on Christmas and what to do there and how to organise that, and then there's like kind of work commitments, and I'm feeling like there's like this build up, specifically for a couple of you, like not the whole 26, but there's this whole overwhelming build up of like all these things, and you've got this to-do list, and it's like you kind of go to do it and then you get distracted, or then you go on to something else and then you go back to it, and it's all very, very overwhelming and you don't feel like you're really getting further ahead. And I want to say to you, you need to put things in more of an order and just focus on one thing at a time. I think what's happening is you're becoming so overwhelmed by it that you're kind of flittering from one thing to the next, starting, then you're procrastinating, then you're moving on to something new, and you're not actually completing any one task. So I want to say to you, one thing at a time, one step at a time. A snail's pace, they're telling me, that you're going at the moment. It's a bit like kind of like slowly but surely, and you need to kind of focus on one thing, get it done, then go to the next thing. And that's not the whole 26. I think all of you have got your own individual things going on here, but there are a few of you that are just completely like, oh my gosh, don't know where to start. Even when you watch this video, this reading, you're going to be like already in your head, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, okay? So you really need to like delegate, balance things out, maybe even give some bits to other people, or look at what is necessary, what's needed, what's important right this moment, because you feel very overwhelmed with it. There's manifestation in this week. I love that. We've just had obviously the full moon in Taurus, which is all completion. Maybe things kind of being pulled from you under the rug and you're a bit like, oh my gosh, where did that come from? But it needed to, in order to align you. And I feel like this week is really focusing on some manifestation. There's 2 or 3 of you that have been manifesting something, really wanting something for your heart's desire, and it's been a long time coming, and this week you're going to start to see results in that, which I absolutely love. I'm just they're telling me within 3 days. So I post this video out on Sunday. Obviously it is a weekly read from the Monday. So this is either looking at potentially, Wednesday, Thursday, I would say there's some kind of changes that are coming in for you, or you may even get some information before that, but there'll be more clarity on something, more confirmation. I really, really like that. And I feel that this will help you put closure on something that's been ongoing, and it's been like a constant hamster wheel of like, will it, won't it? And it will finally allow you to put closure on something. And I want you really, really to work with the spirit guides, really talk to them, really communicate with them. Remember that as humans, no one can override our free will from a spiritual perspective. So it's really important to understand that you have to communicate with your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your deceased loved ones, in order to ask them for help, because otherwise they cannot override that. It's a contract that we have when we come to Earth, okay? There's financial health in this week, so I feel like some of you, there could be a pay rise, a little win, maybe a little lottery win, not a massive thing. I'm seeing maybe £5 to £10, nothing like major. But I'm feeling that there are 2 or 3 of you that need to look at your finances. I think there could be a bit of overspending here. So it's a real kind of like dark and light here, because I feel there's some real positives of like wins coming in. There's some that you need to really be aware of loss and just be mindful of what you're spending, especially around this time when you're building up to Christmas and there's expenses and things going on. There's animal here. I really, really like this. I feel 2 of you are looking at potentially getting a pet, which is really wonderful. You've been researching. There is one person here who's got a pet around them, that's really, really around them, that's spending time with them, that's going on walks with them. They're away at the moment, and this weekend I feel like that animal that has passed over quite recently has really been around them, has been spending time with them. There may have even been some signs that you've seen, but you can feel their presence. You know, you're going walking and you're away, you're traveling at the moment, and they're very much with you on that journey, and I really love that. Okay, and passion's coming in here. This is a funny card when I look at passion, because we can be so passionate about something in a really positive way, and it can really make us drive and move forward in something, but also we can get very passionate and in ways that aren't always such a good thing, where we can get quite aggressive if we've got a certain feeling about something and we want people to understand our point of view or understand situations in the world. Like, some people are far more awake than others, and that's okay. And it's really interesting because I saw something the other day about we don't get annoyed when a baby doesn't walk instantly, and every baby develops at a different stage. They talk at a different stage, they walk at a different stage. So it's really important that we understand that in everyone's evolution as well, and I love that. Because it's true, you know, I think I used to be very kind of frustrated if people weren't on the same level as me or understood things in my way or were as awake as I am. And I noticed that over the last, 3 years or so, the collective has become far more awake, and I'm finding life a lot easier to flow and move through because people are more accepting of what I do, more understanding of things, also can relate to me if I bring up a topic that's very kind of people are like, yeah, I think that too, or they'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I saw that about worldly events that are really waking people up, that are corrupting and not good at all. And I think that we have to understand that people are at different levels, and not to get frustrated if some people are like, what are you talking about? What on earth? Like, that's just like a conspiracy, or that's not right, or I don't understand what you're doing. We've got to understand that everybody's at their own evolutional level, and that's what I love about that theory about children and babies and how they develop at different times and how we don't get frustrated or judge. Okay, so just remember that. So there's this passion here within you that you've got all this information and you want to share it, but some people aren't accepting of that. And we noticed this in COVID, didn't we? And we noticed this in worldly events, and we noticed this when we learn new skills that bring us on our evolution and awaken us and are very spiritual, and some people just do not get it, and that's okay. It's okay. You just have to accept people on their journey, okay? And plant the seeds, say certain things, but know and understand that those seeds are planted, but they're not necessarily going to agree with you right now, okay? There's a healing in this as well. There's a healing in this, and I felt there's parts of your family or friendships where there's healing throughout this, and there's things that need to be healed, and that's why these things are coming up. Okay, and I think some of you also could do with some healing, and it doesn't have to be me, it could be anyone that you kind of like to work with, but there's a sense of some of you really needing to reach out to someone. I'm feeling 3 or 4 of you. Career is coming in here, and I really love that. I feel like there's this end to a career situation for 2 or 3 of you where you're going to be starting something new. It's like this kind of quitting a job or not really knowing where you're going, but you feel safe and you know that the universe has your back and that it's going to be okay, and I really like that. For others, I feel like you just need a change, and by January, I know this is a weekly read, but by January you're going to be in a completely different headspace, a different space within your career. Okay, know you're loved. I really like that. I feel like this is really important for everyone. I did a video yesterday about relaxation and the importance of it within your healing journey, and that is showing your love for yourself, isn't it? That's self-love, when you relax, when you do things for you. But this is also saying that spirit love you, your guides love you, your ancestors love you. If you feel alone, know that you are always loved. I love you. Every single one of you that follows me is close to my heart, whatever way. Even if you don't interact with me, there's an energetic connection. So know that you are absolutely loved, and if you do feel that you need to speak to someone, you can always book a session in with me and we can chat together about different things, okay? There's this need to attune to the divine this week. The energies are very intense at the moment. We obviously had that full moon in Taurus only Friday, so the energies are very intense until about Monday into early Tuesday. And so I would say that it's a really good time to really connect. If there's things you're not sure about, you really will hear those answers if you just attune with the divine and connect. I want to say to a couple of you need to be more authentic and more real in a situation. This is going to help you to step up and lead. I feel some of you aren't really saying it how it is, or you're too frightened to say your opinion or speak up about a situation, and Spirit is saying, the only way you're going to really progress or step up and lead is if you're honest. If your authenticity and your honesty is really going to help you with some kind of promotion. And I'm seeing that for 2 or 3 of you in a industry where it's not always easy to be seen or heard, they're telling me, but if you're really stand up and you're authentic in the situation, you're going to go far, okay? And the last card that's coming out here is all about practicing gratitude. Now, we should be doing this all the time anyway, but sometimes we can forget when things are frustrating or where things get in the way in life. We do sometimes forget to be grateful, and we forget that when we wake up, we should be, saying thank you for my beautiful, restful sleep. Thank you for, the clothes. Thank you for my food. Thank you for my family. So it's really important to be grateful. And the more that we're grateful, the more that we show that gratitude, the more we're in alignment for much better things to come in. Okay, really are. And I feel I've got one last message here about it's about 2 to 3 of you, but there's something that's going to be revealed this week for you. You're going to see something in a different perspective, but it's going to actually really help you to move forward. So that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you do want to book in any of my sessions, whether it be a life path session, a healing, or an intuitive reading, then do contact me. I'm also offering gift vouchers, which is a wonderful present, for someone to have an intuitive reading or a life path session for 2025. So do contact me if you want to buy some vouchers for a loved one or a friend for Christmas, or even for yourself, or write it on your list for a family member to buy you. Okay, take care, bye for now.